But we're here today with the Comic Explosion book tag. This is a original tag that we created, inspired by the May OwlCrate box.
This is going to be a lot of fun, so let's get into it.
Sidekick, best supporting / side character. And for that, I've chosen Travis from The Serpent King by Jeff Zentner. I found Travis so endearing. He is a fantasy lover, a writer, and he's just such a good friend to Dill, the main character. Although Travis comes from a really bad home life, he still manages to be incredibly sweet and happy no matter where he is, which I just found so inspiring. Travis is just one of the most lovable characters I've ever read about in YA, and he definitely deserves the award of best sidekick.
Kryptonite, your least favorite trope. And for this, I picked something that isn't really a trope, but it's more of a story writing decision, and that is publishing companion series. I have read all 3 of these books and loved every single one, but I haven't continued on with the series because I know they're about different characters and I just don't want to read about anybody else. I do feel like once I do eventually pick up the sequels to these books, I'll probably like them, but for now I just can't make myself read about different characters.
Costume change, best cover change, and for that I had to choose the Anna and the French Kiss series by Stephanie Perkins. So if you weren't aware, this is what the cover used to look like, and to be honest, if I saw that cover in a bookstore, I probably would not pick up this book. It just looks kind of cheesy, if I'm being honest. And I just love what they did when they changed them. I love the colors, I love the simplicity of each of the covers and how they feature a landmark from the city that the book takes place in. I think the typography is really stunning, and I just think they did a really good job with these. These are really adorable and sweet books, and they definitely deserve to have these nice covers.
Next up, we have The Daily Planet, a fictional occupation. For this, I've actually gone with stylist, which I realize is a real occupation, but it's very different in The Hunger Games. Cinna's job acting as a stylist for Katniss in The Hunger Games is really fascinating, and he really takes it a step above being what a regular stylist would do, and it feels quite magical and really interesting. I'd say if you were going to be a stylist in any world, you'd probably want to do it in this one.
Justice League, best squad. And if you know me at all, you know what I'm gonna pick for this. The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Maggie Stiefvater is such a brilliant writer, and you get to know each character so deeply, and their love for each other is just the ultimate squad goals.
Supervillain, the best anti-hero. And for this, I'm going with everybody's favorite villain, the Darkling from Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I am not a person who generally likes villains, and I know some people do, but for some reason the Darkling is just so charming in an evil and devilish way you can't help but sometimes be on his side. If you really enjoyed Six of Crows and want some more history about that world, I definitely do recommend you pick up Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo.
The Batcave, a character's home that you'd like to live in, and for that, I mean, isn't it obvious? I chose the Burrow from Harry Potter. The Burrow is just so wonderful and cozy and magical, and the Weasleys are pretty much the best family to ever exist, so how could you not want to live there? However, if I was to choose a less obvious answer, I think I would go with Celena's apartment in Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I just love how Sarah J. Maas describes the apartment with like all of Celena's nice fancy things and her luxurious bath, and it just sounds like a nice place to be alone.
Training montage, the best character development. For this, I'm gonna go with Elend Venture from Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. When you first meet Elend in the Final Empire, he definitely seems like an aloof rich boy and nothing else, but as the series progresses, he definitely turns into way more. I know everybody has heard about this series by now, but it really is a masterpiece in fantasy, and I definitely recommend you pick it up.
So that was the Comic Explosion book tag. We hope you had fun watching it. If you'd like to order your own May OwlCrate box, they're still available for a few more days, so we'll leave a link in the description box below.
If you do this tag, please let us know in the comments. We'd love to see it, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more bookish fun. Happy reading, and thanks for being awesome. I don't even know how to put it into words! It's too precious!